What is up, y'all? And this trade deadline is getting crazier and crazier because I was just going on with my normal life, chilling at school and stuff, and then I get a random tweet from Sham saying, just in, the Sacramento Kings are expected to open up talks to potentially deal All-Star De'Aaron Fox ahead of this February 6th trade deadline, sources tell ESPN. There will be plenty of suitors, but it's believed that Fox has a target destination in mind ahead of 2026 free agency. So basically, the Kings might be thinking of blowing it up. I mean, they just signed DeMar DeRozan this offseason. They're planning on contending. Obviously, they're not doing as well as they thought they would, but trading your cornerstone player, your star, younger guy, like, he's still in his prime right now. Like, trading him right now is kind of crazy and unexpected. But it also says in that tweet that he has a place in mind that he wants to go to. He has a specific destination that he wants to go to, and we'll get to that later. But first, let's catch up on these tweets. So to reiterate what I basically said, Chris Haynes actually tweeted saying, King star De'Aaron Fox is zeroed in on a landing spot as the franchise looks to possibly move on from him. Interested teams will likely be discouraged from trading for him, being he's set to become an unrestricted free agent in 2026. And it basically goes on to say that he doesn't want to re-sign right now, so people are scared to trade for him. And that makes sense. I mean, he's a free agent coming this year, right? And teams are scared to try to get him because he might leave. And maybe the Kings are scared that he's not going to re-sign, so they're going to try to get some pieces for him now. That could also be a very valid reason why they're trying to trade him right now. And then immediately after the Fox news broke, another story from Sham saying, I'm told the Lakers are not a destination choice for De'Aaron Fox. And I also think the Lakers are not trying to get him, basically, because they don't want to give up a lot of assets to go for a star. And if you watched my last video, go check that out. That's basically saying how they don't want to give up a lot of like first-round picks and mortgage their future to win now. It's kind of interesting, but yeah, go check that video out if you haven't. And then another tweet after that came out, basically having the odds of what team he'll go to. And it starts off with the Heat, then the Spurs, then the Timberwolves, Rockets, Magic, Nuggets, Clippers, and Pelicans. And no, all these tweets are coming out within like an hour of each other. So it's kind of like just surprise after surprise. And so we see the Heat at the very top. So maybe, like, I don't know what they would trade for him. Like, I don't know what contracts they'd have to give up. It'd have to be Duncan Robinson for sure. But I'm just kind of confused why they'd trade for Fox right after trying to trade away Jimmy Butler, but yeah. And then we saw that the Rockets were fourth on that list, but then we got a tweet shortly after that one saying the Houston Rockets would like to see how far their current core can go before considering a De'Aaron Fox trade. So this basically pulls out the Rockets for the De'Aaron Fox trade, but it also pulls them out for a lot of other star trades that it could be like potentially in discussions of, right? Like, if they're not going to try to trade for De'Aaron Fox, they're not going to try to trade for any star. So that's just something interesting to note. And then after this hour of crazy tweets, we finally got the destination where De'Aaron Fox wants to go. But before I reveal that to you guys, make sure you like and subscribe, obviously. And I'm actually going to play the video of Shams talking about this whole situation, so it kind of puts things together for you guys better and kind of makes things more clear if I couldn't make it clear enough.
The Sacramento Kings have decided to open up on a potential trade of De'Aaron Fox ahead of the February 6th NBA trade deadline. They are now open to listening and potentially moving De'Aaron Fox ahead of the deadline, and he has 1 year after this season remaining on his deal, and there will be plenty of suitors for De'Aaron Fox ahead of free agency in 2026. But I'm told that Fox and his representation, Rich Paul of Clutch Sports, have a destination in mind that they want to go to in this trade situation. When we find out where that is, we will inform the audience. But that is something that now just, I don't know, we've been talking about Jimmy Butler for the last several weeks. De'Aaron Fox is a premier player in his prime who is just only ascending from here. This is a massive new domino into the NBA landscape. He has the ability to change the complexion of any team he arrives to. One thing I can say with Rich Paul, we know he's got LeBron James and Anthony Davis on the Lakers. I'm told the Lakers are not part of that destination of choice for De'Aaron Fox.
So yeah, that was basically everything I just said, but kind of put together, and I also added a little bit more of my insight to what I said. But yeah, so Fox is on the open market. That's crazy. Now I'm going to drop where he wants to go, and it's kind of crazy, to be honest. And after that hour of madness, just madness tweets everywhere about De'Aaron Fox, we finally got where he wanted to go in his preferred landing spot, and it's the San Antonio Spurs. That's honestly crazy to think about. Fox and Wemby, they're both pretty young. Fox is like 26, 27. He's a lot of time left, a lot of prime left. And next to Wemby, man, that's scary. And if the Spurs do this, like, they could be contenders as soon as next season, as soon as this season, to be honest. So, I don't know, man. Fox and Wemby would be crazy. But it's just up to the Spurs if they can get it done. I mean, they have a lot of assets. They have a lot of people they could trade to the Kings. So, it's up to them. The ball's in their court. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Fox being traded, I did not expect to happen today. I did not expect that news to happen. But it's crazy, man. So yeah, like the video if you enjoyed this, and comment also if you're shocked. But yeah.